I kind of tried out, I guess, at the Pie in the Pie Pizzeria in Salt Lake City, and that was a monthly gig I had for like 25 years or something. It started off
Wow.
Monday. Yeah, it started off Monday and Tuesday, 2 nights back to back, once a month. And I had to drive like from Provo because I was going to BYU, and so I was like driving like almost an hour to get there, each way, 2 nights in a row. So like I just kind of eventually I just went down to Monday nights, instead of 2 nights in a row. And yeah, I had that gig for a long time, and it was in 2008 that I started filming it and then posting the highlights on my YouTube channel, and that became like the kind of basis of my YouTube channel. And then I would do some studio stuff here and there, and then when I moved to Colorado, I still did some live stuff, but I did mostly studio stuff here. So my channel's kind of evolved. But the early stuff is me and Jeff Hall, just kind of like, and us getting through as much of our repertoire as we can in a way that like I felt captured it, did it justice. It's not all perfect, but it's just like this was closest, this is kind of how we did it, and it's kind of funny to me to think that like that's the only version or the only like performance that many people ever hear of me doing these songs. Like when I do them on my live streams, I'm like, and they've kind of evolved, and or just or they haven't, and it's just kind of fun to give it another go. But I'm sure it sounds interesting to people to hear another take of me doing it, because they've only heard me do it that one time, most people, so it's kind of fun.
Yeah, no, that's a really interesting perspective, because I didn't even think about the fact that if I go back and watch you doing, say, a U2 cover from the early days, that's the only version I know. And I think even like for myself, when we were playing, we would always be playing, like there was a Lita Ford song we used to play in like every set, and there's a Police song every set. So if people came, they heard very different versions, and maybe we got better at it. But if they only saw it once, that's all
Yep.
they know. And if
Yeah.
I had stuck that on YouTube, that's all anyone would know, would
Yeah.
be the one version.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
And so whenever we happen to capture it, that's what state it was in at the time, and a lot of it for me, it kind of became, sort of canon for me. Like I knew that people were sort of expecting me to play it a certain way, and it's never been my inclination to, largely modify, my arrangements over time anyway. I kind of stick to the same thing. So yeah, the only thing that's changed is my voice has probably dropped a little bit, like in its timbre. I listen to some of those early videos, I'm like, whoa, I sound like a little kid, it's just like, it's pretty funny. But I still have a range on a good day. I'm not saying I can't hit, the high notes. I still do pretty well on a good day, but I think I can hit some of the low stuff now better than I could before, which is kind of fun for me too, because I've always had a higher voice, so it's kind of fun to dig into some of those lower moments.
Yeah, no, and I was going to say, I don't think you give yourself enough credit. You definitely are hitting some of those high notes in those live streams I was watching, and
Oh, that's good.
yeah, I'm thinking of like when you have to start off singing like "Your Love" from the Outfield, and
I know.
it's way up there. And both of us being musicians, we know that your voice needs to be in a certain place where you think, I'm going to try this or I'm not going to try it.
Yeah. And I take too many risks on my streams. I've played over 400 different songs, and I didn't know all of them as well as I knew some of them, like some of them better than others. And also like, some of them I did on days where I didn't have the voice for it. And I would just go for it anyway. I'm just like, my philosophy is I'm singing in my basement in my house, and so I'm giving myself permission to make mistakes because I'm in my house. It's just like, I'm playing for the world. I'm giving you what I've got today, and let's see what happens together. That's kind of the way I approach it.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good way to approach it. You're
Yeah.
having fun with it. Let's take a few chances, and it's like,
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah, and I'll usually say before I start a song, I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen here because I don't know if I know this very well or whatever. Like, or I haven't done this song in a long time. I make plenty of excuses for myself, and I've been told, by performance teachers that you're not supposed to do that, but I do it all the time. And I think it's just, maybe it's humanizing, because it's just like it lets people know that I'm more comfortable with some songs than others, and you kind of see me work through it, and see what happens. And yeah, it's like I take you on a little adventure with me, and like sometimes I'll rate my performances afterwards too. I'm just like, oh, that was generally the idea, like I'll know like if I miss something or whatever. But it's sometimes it's lyrical flubs, it's hard to get all those words, the pronouns. I'll mix up pronouns all the time, the he and the she or whatever. It's like, and it's weird, the tricks your memory plays on you. You're like, a whole phrase, and you're like, wait, this one word just like disappears from your memory. Like, wait, what is this one word? It's just like you're just cruising along, and suddenly you're like, you have a hole in your memory. It's just like it just catches you at odd times. But when you're trying to sing 400 songs, that's just what happens. So.
Yeah, no. And I was thinking, even like when I was watching part of your stream today, that I can't remember what song you were singing, but you knew that you didn't hit what you wanted to hit, so you kind of smile to yourself, like, oh, but then you keep on going. Every musician's done that, where if you flub a chord or something, you're like, oh, okay, but we're just going to keep going.
Yeah,
Um,
my voice wasn't 100% the last couple days, and I was dealing with some hoarseness. I'm like, I'm gonna try this song, and I don't know what's gonna happen, but yeah, just like so, I can hear it too. Don't worry, I can hear it too.
I was looking through things, and one of the things that I saw that you had said, and I put it as a quote that I really really liked, was I try to stay out of the way of a good song in terms
Yeah,
of how you arrange it, how you perform it, how you approach it, and
yeah.
I thought that was
I'm gonna,
perfect. I actually wrote it down that way.
yeah. Let me answer. I'm gonna turn. I have a vent that's blowing on me that's making me
Oh,
cold.
sure,
I'm gonna
no
close it
problem.
and be right back. Just a sec. Much better. Yeah, yeah. That's my philosophy. Is that when I mean, I'm trying to do songs that are, classic for a reason, and so that I don't feel like I have a lot to add to them. Like, I don't have that kind of ego to think, how can I improve upon the Beatles? It's just like I just try to do the Beatles, and I try to do it the way I hear it. And I think of myself as like, I don't know, just some like acoustic jukebox for people that like dig this kind of classic rock music. And I just try to like, I don't want to surprise people. I mean, I don't want to disappoint people. I sometimes I'll surprise them a little bit, like I'll change things up a little bit here and there. But generally speaking, I want people to be like, I want them to feel what they felt or what they loved about that song. I want that to be there, and whatever intangible or tangible element it happens to be, I try to do almost like 99% of what I do in the same key, the original key. So it's got that same vibe going in. I don't try to change a lot of tempos, and like when the drums kick in, my rhythm picks up on the guitar, and I've got a stomp pedal I use for some kick drum, and I've got a guitar synthesizer I use for either 12-string emulation sometimes to make it sound like a 12-string guitar, or like I'll add in some good, synth like strings or a little bit of mellotron. Yeah, so I'm trying to give you some texture that like kind of brings you there as much as one person can do in real time, basically with two hands and a foot or whatever, 2 feet. And yeah, and so and like I said, I just try to stay out of the way of a good song. Like if whatever's there, I'm just want to deliver what was there, and because whatever you loved about it, I want it to still be there.
Yeah, no, I think you've definitely hit the mark because I think, as I mentioned, I think in one of the emails I sent to you, some of the songs that I really love that you covered. One of the reasons I love them is because it does bring me back to that song when I first heard the
Yeah,
original, and also because sometimes it's something less covered. So, like for example, when I heard
yeah,
you do "Alone Again" from
right on.
Dokken,
Yeah,
I'm like, well, that's he actually kind of sounds like Dawn at times singing that song. And then I love the guitar solos. One time, I think Rock was there with you, so he was
yep.
actually playing that stuff. And
Hmm.
you did the Metro from Berlin, which I
Hmm.
didn't expect to hear. Synchronicity 2 from the Police.
Hmm.
So it's like I've seen all those bands at some point, or even met some of them. And again, you have that right balance between the original and then just putting a little bit of a spin at times, but sometimes not at all, depending on what it is.
Yeah, yeah, and it's just like, what can I do with an acoustic guitar is always the first question, and it's just like there are songs that like are hard nuts to crack for me. Like there are songs that I've been like, I really wish I could arrange that acoustically, and it just like every time I hear it, it's just like it bothers me. I'm just like, oh, I can't get that song, because it's like a song I love and I'd love to sing, and it's just like that's just my arrangement is just a vehicle for me to get to sing this song in public, and that's kind of what I'm trying to get to, and so I try to do it in a way where I include as much as my limited ability can, but like I wanted to all be there, and yeah, some of the songs that you named are just it's all stuff I loved, and it's a kind of a variety, but it's all stuff I loved growing up, and so I'm just reaching back into the songbook. Some of it's stuff I even performed when I was younger, either in high school or whatever. I loved Dawkins when I was in high school, and I can sing that song at my age, which I won't mention. I can sing it now better than I could then, which is crazy, like when I was young, because I just didn't have the technique, and so my voice has improved, that way, and it's just a muscle that I've strengthened, and it's just it's been fun to re-explore some of those songs and like that I've considered previously unreachable that I'm like, oh no, I can do that now. So yeah, it's cool.
No, that's nice. And like you were kind of mentioning, if we kind of go back a little bit, that you started off with piano, and then I believe it was electric guitar, and then acoustic guitar, and somewhere
Yeah,
in there you started
basically, yeah.
working with, yeah,
Yeah,
you started working with voice. So were you taking lessons at some point with any of those instruments, or learning on your own, or
I
both?
took some piano lessons as a kid, and had made maybe I don't know how many years I took. Maybe it's 3 or 4 or 5. I was a little kid, so but it was enough to give me a foundation. And then I dropped off, and then I picked up the electric guitar at like around 12 and learned some bar chords and power chords and was playing some Rush and playing Crazy Train, all the stuff you do when you're learning electric guitar. Playing Smoke on the Water, all those good songs. But then Yeah, it wasn't until high school that I really picked up the acoustics guitar to the way where I was like able to play songs in their entirety in a way where I could accompany myself. I had a lot of piano songs where I could do that. You know, I learned a lot of Beatles songs that way where I could just play the whole thing through and just even if it, you know, just and kind of compensate for the lack of a band, kind of doing the same thing, arranging the whole song on piano, you know, the best way I could. And yeah, so it's just kind of grew from that, and the guitar just was an extension of that. I never thought I would be like a guitar player. I mean, now I'm teaching like guitar lessons online. You know, like I never thought I would do that. It's just so funny. But you know, I have like this Play It Like Mike series I'm doing, where I'm just doing these online streams, and I'm giving them away free to any U.S. veterans because there's this program called GuitarsForVets.org that they just give out guitar lessons for people who want to volunteer and teach vets, and they give out free guitars for vets who stick with the program for 10 lessons. And so I handed off the link to all of these lessons to Guitars for Vets so they can give them to any vet for free. And it's like, so I'm doing lesson 13 tomorrow. And it's just like, it's literally showing you how I play the songs because excuse me, I'm choosing songs for these lessons that where my arrangement is not just what the guitar player played. I like it's bringing something different to the table where it's like, you know, like the Africa, for example, where I arranged the whole song for guitar and it's like, you know, way different than what you heard, you know, on the original. So like, yeah, I'm trying to start with those kind of arrangements where like I'm actually, you know, it's something unique. So yeah, it's fun.
Well, that's awesome that you're a part of that. And that's something I'll definitely have to look into, the organization that's doing that.
Yeah.
Especially since we just had a staff sergeant on last night as my guest.
Yeah, guitarsforvets.org. They're great. They're awesome. They're nationwide. They have like guitar lessons set up in VAs like all across the country, and they're always looking to start new chapters and they're always looking for volunteer teachers, looking for people to donate instruments. They will take an instrument that you can't even play, and they will make a piece of art out of it, and they will sell it to support the program. Or if you have a super nice guitar that's like kind of way maybe too good to give to one vet, they'll take it and they'll sell it online, and they'll take that money and they'll use that to buy several guitars, you know, that are kind of good beginner guitar or whatever, you know. So yeah, they've got it all covered. It's great program.
Awesome, awesome. And just off the top of my head, I'm just curious, what was the first concert you went to?
The first concert that I remember, I saw Neil Diamond with my mom and grandma when I was 3, but I don't really count it because I don't remember it. But when I was 12, I saw Eric Clapton with my mom.
Oh.
Yeah, and then it was I don't know if you remember like that he had that live album that came out and had the really long version of Cocaine that they actually played the whole thing on the radio because it was so cool. It's like 9 minutes or something. Yeah, it was like right on that tour that I saw him, like the tour after that album came out. So it was a really cool time to see Eric Clapton is 82. And then I saw like that really within a year or two, I saw like Styx and Rush and The Who. I was like going for it from that point on, like with the concerts. Yeah. Yeah. And then I moved to Colorado, and then I found some friends that we attended a bunch of shows together too. So I've seen a lot of good bands.
That's awesome. I'm thinking about some of the hardcore Alice fans that are in the chat. That one's a huge Who fan, one's major into Pink Floyd.
Nice. And I cover all those bands on my channel. Yeah, all those bands.
Yeah, and that's what I was just going to mention to those guys that are watching. Anybody else out there? It's like if you love those type of classic rock bands, if you also like things from the '80s, Mike covers all of it. And so I mean, if you want to request a song and you make a donation as a tip, you've got this whole, I mean, that list scrolls forever of songs that that you can request.
Did you look at the PDF file? Is that what you looked at?
Yep.
Yeah. There's two of them. There's songs.pdf and artist.pdf. One's the artist is sorted by artist, but yeah, there's over 400 different songs, like I said. And it's a really cool resource because it's just linked on my website, but it's just mikemassey.com/songs.pdf. But yeah, it's great because it's not just a list of songs, it's actually links to every performance from every episode. So you can not just like, if you see a song you want to hear, oh, what does that sound like? You can literally click on it right there. And it doesn't just take you to that live stream, it takes you to that moment in the live stream where that song starts. So it's a really handy tool.
Yeah, and I found that out the hard way because I was going through your live stream, just kind of watching all of them, and then I found that list. I was like, "Oh, and it's got links here. So what does this do?" And I clicked on one. Exactly what you said. It brought me right to where that song starts, to that second. And I was like, "Wow, this is awesome!" So I was scrolling through all these things again, and saying, "Maybe there's something I missed," because you've done so many live streams.
Yeah. Well, I just did episode 76 today, and each one is like, at least like the ones I do during the week are Mondays and Wednesdays are like at least an hour and a half long. And the ones I do on Friday and Saturday nights are at least 2 hours long, usually closer to 2.5 hours long. But yeah, so there's a lot of content there, but some people enjoy like just kind of replaying a whole show, just kind of enjoying the vibe of that. But you are sitting through me kind of looking at comments and looking at requests and stuff. If you want to just get straight to the music, you can do that too. Sometimes you'll miss kind of what I'm saying about the song though, because sometimes I'll I'll talk about it before or after, so you might want to back up a little bit if you want to hear what I'm saying, but not always. But yeah, anyway, it's like, but in the, what I was gonna say is on YouTube as well, in each show, in the video description, it gives the set list and it gives a link to each moment, like just the same way as that PDF does. It's the PDF is just a compilation of all of those individual links. So yeah, if you look at any of my shows and you look at the video description, it'll show you the set list and you can literally click on it and start that song right there. It's really cool. It's awesome. And it's a search tool too. I didn't realize that, but by putting the song and the time in the video description, if you search for my name and a song that I've only done in a live stream, that live stream will come up. You may not, like, I don't know if it'll come up at that moment, like if it'll like bring you to that moment. I don't know if it's that smart, but it will come up because the name of that song is in the video description. It's smart enough to know that, like, oh, this is the only connection of Mike Massey and that song. And so, like, even if I didn't do a separate video for it, if it's just in a live stream, you can still find it. It's kind of cool.
Wow, I had no idea. No,
Yeah.
That's really handy and good to know for everybody out there. And
I know I'm going deep dive into the YouTube logistics, but yeah, that's kind of, yeah.
But since you mentioned YouTube really quickly, I was just curious, do they have like a list, or did you kind of have to find out through trial and error of like what you can cover and what you can't? How did that work?
Well, let me put it this way. It's devolved over time because they have a website and it's like youtube.com/ I think it's like music_policies/ or something like that. It's like music policies. If you search for that, you can find it. Excuse me. And it is sorry, like I said, getting over this hoarseness. It is a database so that you can search and you can put in a song and it'll tell you. Sometimes it will give you a hit, like that's what you're looking for. And when it does, it'll tell you if that song is something that you can cover, and if you cover it, if you can monetize it, or if it'll get blocked, in the world, or what countries it'll get blocked in. So it's kind of a nice resource because it gives you kind of a heads up. But it also says at the top of that page, they're like, hey, nobody really uses this because nobody knows about it, right? Nobody has any idea it's there, and they never really fully developed it. It's kind of an imperfect system. But anyway, at the top of the page says, this page is going away. And so, like, in the future, they suggest that what you do is if you want to know if you can record a song or not, post it as a private or unlisted video and see what happens. It blew my mind when that was the recommendation. Basically, I mean, imagine what they're saying. It's like, whatever you're going to do all this work and then just see if you can post it. Good luck. They don't give you any way to know ahead of time until you've actually created the work. So you're spending all this time on it, and then until you actually post it, that's when you know if you can post it, because you're going to see what happens. It's just like, come on, YouTube. If they're doing that, they better not be penalizing anybody for just uploading something, because they have no way of knowing. Their only recourse is to just trial and error. So they better not be penalizing people. That's all I can say about that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I found out through a previous guest that we had like a 9-second clip of one of their performances that the band approved, but then the label that owned it in Germany or something, it got blocked. So I had to cut it out of their interview later.
Yeah, and there's ways to probably get around that, but it's gonna take time, and it's just dumb. It's, you could probably reach out to somebody, they could, like, unblock it or whatever, make an exception for you. I mean, because that happens to me too as a YouTube, like, content creator. I get people who just steal my music, they just put it on their channel, and sometimes they're like actually adding something to it, and I think that's kind of cute and fun, like they're playing drums along with it or whatever. And generally that's fine, as long as they do it where the quality of what I did is still represented, like it still sounds good and looks good, so like I don't look worse, and I try to preserve what I'm doing. But I don't spend a lot of time looking at this stuff. But sometimes people will just copy my stuff and they wanted to show it to somebody, or sometimes they'll just be stealing my stuff or whatever. But anyway, all of these things show up in a big page on my YouTube channel where I can just like either blanket, have some kind of treatment of, or do it individually. So they have the same thing. I would think that they can go through individually and make an exception for you. They should be able to.
That's good to know.
Anyway.
And so we're actually at the end of our 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, we're there. Yeah, no worries, man. So we
Mike,
had hard out, so we're there.
Yeah, but it was awesome talking with you. What would you like the fans out there to know? You kind of mentioned some of the things of how they can connect with you, but what would you like to say again?
Yeah, just MikeMassey.com, and /songs, and I think maybe a backslash or a slash after the song is like my song list. But anyway, yeah, just and MikeMasse.com, or if you just search for Mike Masse, Masse, you'll find me. And also, just if you Google acoustic Africa cover, you'll find me.
Awesome, Mike. Thank you so much. Stay safe
Sure,
down
man.
there.
Good to talk to you, Mark. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much for the time, and I'll see you later.
Yeah, thanks to Alice for having me on. I appreciate it.
All righty. Good night.
All right. Yep, we'll see you. Good night.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Metal Moo. I'm finally on the second Inside Out tour, the second chapter. It's so good to see all of you again. Just wanted to say once again, thank you, Mark. You did an awesome interview as always. And coming up next, we have a very special guest. They are called Paper Nova, and we're so happy to have them on the show. We'll see you again in a little bit, okay?
All right. Hi, everyone. We are Paper Nova. Thank you so much, Alice, for hosting us tonight, along with other incredible acts and people of different artistic backgrounds. And let's just, huh? Oh, yes. We're going to keep this very casual. It's a little bit downbeat, chilled this night, just because we are unable to play with our other two musician bandmates, the drummer and the bassist. So let's just start it off with something real fun called Trees. All right. My friend, listen, talk to me about anything. Let out, lock down, passion doesn't make you weak. My loss, my fault, I can't recall the times you ever let me shine. My head, my heart is operating in a sea of endless trees. The trees, the trees, they track the days and every minute in the endless sea. It follows you and blows you back and out into the trees. It never ceases to denounce you. You are who you'll be. Drift on, drift on, drift on, drift on. My head, my heart is operating in a sea of endless trees. My head, my heart is operating in a sea of endless trees. My head, my heart is operating in a sea of endless trees. My head, my heart is operating in a sea of endless trees. The trees, 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 the trees. Thank you. We will go on to the next song. Marguerite. Yeah. Wake up in heaven dressed in white, having lost track of the time, hungering for life. Cross many mountains on the way, swim the oceans, fight the waves, decorate the day. What shade are you? White, gold, or blue? How good are you? every plane, dance enough to make it rain, beautify the frame, innocently stand in the middle of a storm, emanating all your warmth, captivate the world. What shade are you? White, gold, or blue? How good are you, serving the truth? Searching for salience, a dazzling bouquet, rich efflorescence like a Monet, lovely like Rosa, enchanting like Lilia, sweet as a poppy, my Marguerite. What shade are you? White, gold, or blue? How good are you, serving the truth? Thank you. What's next? Yeah, I don't know if you noticed that we had a little small beagle just pop her head up right here because she was licking our feet the entire time. It was kind of distracting, but it's very, very sweet. Yeah. Maybe kind of gross, but I don't know. We like her dog. This song is called Tradition. Lately I've been thinking, what have I become? I'm another person, unsure and undone. You're a simple person with a simple life. Who am I to tell you this stuff's all a lie? Who are you? Who are you? Self-indulgent madness, like a fantasy, craving self-reliance as more than a dream. Don't you try to settle, you will fade away. Set a new intention with each passing day. Who are you? What's your religion? When will you break from tradition? Who are you? What's your religion? When will you break from tradition? Who are you? What's your religion? When will you break from tradition? Who are you? What's your religion? When will you break from tradition? Oh, poor dog.
Piper?
Yeah. Our next couple of songs are from our latest EP called VVV. They're available on Spotify if you want to, have a listen to a full band experience. So we've definitely stripped this down for today. Stripped it down and slowed it down and everything. But I hope you enjoy it. These songs are a little bit about empowerment, about ambition, about goals, about fighting the good fight. Yeah. Oh, maybe water. Water. Okay. Cool. We look the same, we're not the same. We look the same, we're not the same. We will overthrow. We will win the war. You'll try to win, commit your sins. You'll try to win, commit your sins. It's a tragedy. The reality. Bring me the strife. I'll be a poisonous snake. Allow me to strike, consume you. Not a moment too late. Bring me the strife. I'll be a poisonous snake. Allow me to strike, consume you. Not a moment too late. We look the same, we're not the same. We look the same, we're not the same. We will overthrow. We will win the war. You'll try to win, commit your sins. You'll try to win, commit your sins. It's a tragedy. The reality. Bring me the strife. I'll be a poisonous snake. Allow me to strike, consume you. Not a moment too late. same. We're not the same. We will overthrow. We will win that war. You'll try to win, commit your sins. You'll try to win, commit your sins. It's a tragedy. The reality. Bring me the strife. I'll be a poisonous snake. Allow me to strike, consume you. Not a moment too late. Bring me the strife. I'll be a poisonous snake. Allow me to strike, consume you. Not a moment too late. 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 Thanks. Thank you. Oh, we're going through the list pretty quickly here. Huh? Yeah. I mean, we have like a lot of reverb and delay and stuff going on right now. Makes us sound better when we're nervous. Okay, this next one is called Visionary. She's a peach, such a visionary. She's a niche, uncontemporary. Bring the reach, a new territory. Be the freak, not your kind of lady. We can aim right between the eyes. Yeah, we will aim right between the eyes. Oh, no one's gotta know. This is my show. No one's gotta know. This is my show. No one's gotta know. This is your show. Let us dance, 1-2-step merengue. Let us sing, this is sempre forte. Let her be mostly solitary. Let her sleep in the cemetery. We can aim right between the eyes. Yeah, we will aim right between the eyes. Oh, no one's gotta know. This is your show. No one's gotta know. This is your show. No one's gotta know. This is your show. take on the takers in this euphonic opera. It's copacetic, if not aesthetic, she's a cosmic god. Well, we can aim right between the eyes. Well, we will aim right between the eyes. No one's gotta know this is your show. 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 Now it's time to go, my dear, my love, it's time to go. Now it's time to go, my dear, my love, it's time to go, my love. Cool. Cool. We do have one more. It is called Rerun. We're gonna try something different that haven't done before in front of people. We got this new drum machine. It's a Roland TR-8S, and we're gonna try incorporating that in to the next song.
We'll see.
Yeah. John says, we'll see. So, again, thank you very much, Alice, and to everyone who's listening. This is our last song, and I never introduced us. This is John, I'm Christiana of Paper Nova, and we are missing Miguel and Andre, so hi to everybody out there. Okay, let's try. If I could turn back time, I'd raise my fists and fight. I wouldn't settle down. If I could change your mind, I'd change the stereotype. I wouldn't mess around. Every word that I say, every word that I love, every word that I hate, every word I can't wait. If I could prophesize, I'd finally make a dime. I'd be a billionaire. If I could live that life, I'd be a walking lie. I wouldn't be sincere. Every word that I say, every word that I love, every word that I hate, every word I can't wait, every word that I say, that I hate, that I love, I can't wait to follow, every word that I say. If I could turn back time, I'd raise my fists and fight. If I could change your mind, I'd change the stereotype. If I could prophesize, I'd finally make a dime. If I could live that life, I'd be a walking, talking life. A walking life. Cool. Awesome. Thanks for having us. Hope you enjoy that. And see you next time or in the chat. Thank you.
Hey, thank you to the Inside Out virtual tour with Alice. We're going to take a short 5-minute intermission, but we'll be back really soon, so don't go anywhere.
Wish I'd always known the future.
Hello, everyone. It's so good to see you all again. That was a great set. Thank you so much for being here with us. Now I'm just letting you know here to let you know that we got another one coming up from Mike and Lena. I believe it's pre-recorded, so let's see what they have to offer, okay?
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Mike Kiddoo.
I'm Lena, Luca.
Thank you guys for coming out to our live stream.
Today we're going to be going song for song, playing some of his songs, some of my songs.
Big thanks to Alice for having us out on their virtual tour.
Thanks to you all for watching.
And Luca's gonna take the reins on this next one.
This song's called Rosebuds. I needed a change to make the vibe go. Swimming apart on a dark road. I know the dice is on my next move. you very much.
This next song is called I Do My Thing, and that's exactly what it's about. So feel free to loosen up and let's shake it on this one. Let's be let's be nice to cruising through the stars in the streets at night, while we dance along the sidewalk through the lights, singing on the rooftop. And my drinking in my head, cracking in my guitar, and my meditation to my Thank you.
Everybody.
Thank you, the world.
It's midnight. Don't turn off my meditation. If only for a moment my eyes think a sense of hope I'm serious. I never wanted you. You don't know the kind of let's introduce the band for a second.
Amen.
Thank
Thank
you.
Oh yeah!
On the bass.
On the bass guitar. The man that speaks for himself. Claylo on the drums, holding it down. Thank you all again for tuning in. My name is Mike Kiddoo.
I'm Lena, Luca.
We got a few more for you. Party on. This next one is one of mine. It's called What If. It came out in November. If you know the words, chirp along with me. What if we get lost? Let's get lost together.
Thank y'all so much. Got one more song for you. I'm gonna pass this last song over to Mike Kiddoo.
This last song is called Voodoo. Once again, appreciate y'all coming out. Stick around for Alice. They're coming up next. They're gonna kick your ass. I know you're gonna love it. Stay safe, stay cool. And we'll see you very, very soon.
Hey, it's Mark Sugiyama from Eclectic Arts. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Inside Out virtual tour with Alice. We're going to take a short 5-minute intermission, but we'll be back really soon, so don't go anywhere.
Falling
Hey there, it's Mark Sugiyama from Eclectic Arts. You know what time it is. That's right, it's Alice time. Streaming to your favorite device. I see that the lights are ready, looks like the sound is ready, the band's giving me the thumbs up. It's time to get down. I am so happy to present Alice.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for being here tonight. We're very, very excited to share the evening with you, and thank you for choosing to share it with us.
Maybe I'm tired of country, sick of the walls I see. Maybe I just want one world in the bright blue sea. Maybe I'm tired of fighting invisible enemies, causes that mean nothing while the world cries out for peace. I'm wide awake. I'm wide awake. I'm wide awake. I'm wide awake.
I just wanted to say thank you so much to Eclectic Arts once again for such a brilliant interview. And thank you to Paper Nova for joining us tonight. It's so cool that we've gotten to get to know Christiana a little bit more during this tour, and it's awesome that we get to see the musical side of you. And thank you to Mike Kiddoo and Lena Lucarelli. I think I just missed the reference to beans. We were discussing beans. Beans are a great tour food, I think.
I freaking love beans. No, beans are the best.
I mean,
Beans means taco night.
No. If you soak them in wakame, it helps take that out.
if you walk them,
No, you
Yeah,
soak
take
the
'em out.
beans in seaweed, with seaweed. Then the seaweed takes it out.
That takes out the toots?
Yes.
That's good to know.
where do the toots go if they're taken out?
The seaweed magically eats them and makes them go away.
It's like donut holes. My mom used to, cut out the donut holes, and the donut holes were the best part of the donut.
Oh, I've never had homemade donut
So the
holes.
thing taken
know,
away
that
is
sounds
sometimes
so
tastier than
magical.
Ooh.
that was made after.
You know, you think about that. There's other foods like that. Like you cut the middle of the toast out to put the eggy wag in. Like, where does the middle of the toast go?
That used to go to the dog.
I
No,
bet
that's
that
like the
was a
best
lucky
part.
dog.
I suppose we should do the
I
thing.
suppose, if you feel like it.
Left my empty cage and I paved another way, and I left this definition of me far behind. So what you see before you is a person that's been remade. I assure you that I've come a long way and I'm fine. Remix. Get what you've given me. I'm now insecurity. Is that how you've always been? Brought us down to what you live in. Who are you to judge me? Who are you to know me? How can you define what I am? Who are you to judge me? Who are you to know me? How can you define what I am? Is it easier to assess what you think you know than to see what's real is what it is? I have come too far to let ones like you remake the cage that I lived in. Look at what you've given me. I'm now insecurity. Is that how you've always been? Brought us down to what you live in. Who are you to judge me? Who are you to know me? How can you define what I am? Who Oh, good to know mix is good. Thank you, Dusty Chalk. And yes, toots in the van are the worst. Boys are stinky. Stinky boys.
I mean, and we're, as you've said, we're better than some other situations you've been in.
This is very true. This is very true. You guys are actually very sweet smelling in comparison.
It's unavoidable. It is a truism.
thank you all so much. This is we have a few more left for you, and we're just so glad you came here to spend some time with us tonight, and we are enjoying spending our time with you, so thank you. Oh, grab your sticks and your pens and your pots and your pans for this one.
It sounds like a PSA.
Christmas special or something like that.
You ready for it? Almost there. Yeah. Okay. Wow.
We're in good.
Okay. Okay. All right. Whether ready or not. Yeah.
Carl, I can't even see you over there. There's like a whole cloud in the room. You know, it's so interesting too because it looks so different from over in that corner than it does from right here. Like when I'm over there, it's like, yeah, it's kind of foggy. It's sort of foggy, but I can still mostly see everybody. But from here, nope, gone, vanished, wet band. Like it's very exciting.
Yeah, it's always funny, like because I'm constantly looking through the screens at y'all.
Right?
But then I'll look up and it's like, well, I can see like the live performance rather than looking at it through the screen. It's just so like jarring.
You get both views.
It is going to be very strange when we go back in the world again.
We're still in the world. What are you
No, but
talking
you know what I mean, like in the not virtual world.
And there are places again.
This is not gonna change. This is how it is from now on.
No, Gordon, I don't want to live in the box forever.
Well,
Let me out
get
of the box,
used to
Gordon.
it.
You can't put
Okay,
us in a box.
we got a doctor in the house. What do you think? Are we gonna? I don't know.
No,
Is it such a bad thing to have to stay inside?
Well, okay. I have come to love the virtual world. It's really awesome. I love interacting with people through social media. I think it's awesome because we get to connect with people like your wonderful selves in different parts of the country that we wouldn't get to do on a regular basis. So it's really great that we get to do that. But I do miss hugs.
But
I love hugs.
hugs.
Yes, I do miss
Hugs,
hugs.
actually.
Yeah.
Hugs will never go away. Neither will handshakes.
I mean, okay, we don't hug anymore right now. This is the COVID time.
Yeah, we don't hug
This is the
mean-
time of
we
the
don't even
COVID, so
hug each
there's no
other.
hugs.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, people who are together.
We do
units,
virtual
they-
hugs though. We're like
We
hug.
virtually hug each other.
But the best you get is the elbow bump.
I know.
Well, I don't know though. People sneeze into their elbow. I'm like, kind of, sort of, like, what is this called? You can tricep bump me.
I just thought of a really neat product.
Ooh.
It's actually like a little, sort of like a fist. It's a little mannequin arm, kind of. It's like an extension on your arm, so you can fist bump at 6.
Oh,
At 6 feet.
The 6-foot fist bump.
So it's actually 3 feet, and you
I
have
like
somebody else at
that.
3 feet. And
I like it. Woo.
it's the COVID fist bump.
I would be booping people all over the place. So it wouldn't just be like, hey, fist bump. It'd be like, hey, what's up? What are you doing? I know you're busy and stuff, but guess what?
And this is what it's like on the tea time.
Yes. Come join us for tea time. More shenanigans. We have a couple more for y'all before tea time. Okay, Metal Moo. I think it might be time for introductions, if you don't mind, to grace us with your Metal Mooiness appearance. Metal Moo.
Nobody here.
Nobody saw that.
Chickens. Just saw it messy. Well, we're waiting for Metal Moo. Look over there, there's calamari. Oh yeah, calamari right there on the banana. Right there, I see him. Oh, check it out. All right, Moo, are you ready for big intro?
I think so. Sorry, I was up there working the camera. Now I'm ready to go. Okay, here we go. All right, where's the camera? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, hey, hey, everybody. So good to see all of you again tonight. All right, let's just start from the top here, shall we? Now, we've got over here on this side, we have the lead singer, Tosh. Yay! Wave your hands, nicely done. All right, standing right behind her, we have the bass, the 4 strings, Gordon. 4 strings, yeah. And also all of the little keyboards that you see down there. He's been stomping on keys and punching on keys. It's all good things. All right, look at him go. Nicely done. All right, and then over on this side, we have on 6 strings and many keys, we have Scott. Yay! Oh, tremolo, yeah, little bitty strings, nicely done. Ooh. And then, if you make your way kind of over toward the back in the hood, back there in his little playground, he's got the drums, the sticks, the kicks, and the bongos. It's Steve. Woo! Nicely done. And then also, whoa, am I here? There we are. And behind the camera right this second is the other singer and also all things awesome, Sasha. Hello. There she is. All right. It's very good to have the entire band here. And then also,
Yeah, how about Metal Moo? You need to introduce Carl.
Metal Moo needs to introduce one more person. He works the cameras as well. And it's Carl. Yay! I don't know. How did that possibly happen? Oh my goodness. Wednesday, I think. Yeah, exactly. But we're making progress here. All right. Oh, that was so fun, wasn't it? Okay. Now that's the entire band. Is there anything else anybody needs to say? Huh? Where are you going? Huh? Out of here? Excited. All right. I'm excited too. Let's keep going.
So we are super excited about the Metal Moo Bash Rock Show. Metal Moo Presents. Yes, it's going to be a very special night. Next Wednesday, you guys. So, yes. Metal Moo and friends. We are at our last one, and if you guys want to come join us for tea time afterwards, we'd love to hang out and chat.
We just got a $50 donation.
Oh,
What? Thank you.
thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you.
She's saying the top right. Maybe not. If it was,
No, there's not. I mean, it probably did whenever it happened, but like.
Well, thank you guys so much for the support. It really means a lot. We've had such an outpouring of generosity, in so many different ways, and it really means the world to us. It's one of those things that, we make the art because we absolutely love it. This is our joy. This is our passion. It's a way of being, and it helps. It really does help. Every little bit helps, whether it's a kind word or, a little share or $1 here and there. It's so incredibly appreciated, and just your presence. I mean, you guys sharing your wonderful gift of time and energy with us really means the world to us. You really light our lives. So anyway, without much further ado, our last one.
hear your call. Time has no meaning when there's no last stop. Hey, bottle, bottle, truth, hey, bottle, bottle. Hey, bottle, bottle, truth, hey. Hey, bottle, bottle, truth, hey, bottle, bottle. Hey, bottle, bottle, truth, hey. Hey, bottle, bottle, truth, hey, bottle, bottle. Hey, bottle, bottle, truth, hey. Hey, bottle, bottle, truth, hey, bottle, bottle. Hey, bottle, bottle, truth, hey. Rolling thunder, ready to explode. But the truth ain't easy. All the light is gone. Looking for answers, searching for home. But even the devil ain't at this crossroad. Hey, bottle, bottle, truth, hey, bottle, bottle. Hey, bottle, bottle, truth, hey. Hey, bottle, bottle, truth, hey, bottle, bottle. Hey, bottle, bottle, truth, hey. Hey, bottle, bottle, truth, hey, bottle, bottle. Hey, bottle, bottle, truth, hey.
Well, we wish you all so much love and hope to see you at tea time. We are Alice, and as always, it is a privilege. Mwah. Good night, you guys.
Hey there, it's Mark from Eclectic Arts again. Man, wasn't that an amazing set of music from Alice? Whoo-wee! Every time I think they can't top themselves, they find a way to do it. Oh man. And say, we want to really tell all of you out there, thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Thank you for your support. And you there in the back, don't leave yet. No. There is something that's going to be happening in a few minutes. Right over there at the merch booth, the entire band's coming back out. They'll be signing autographs, taking selfies, talking to you about everything under the sun. And, oh, wait a minute. How does that work when all of this is virtual? Well, I'll tell you how that's going to work in the world of Alice. They have this thing that's called Tea Time with Alice. So you can probably figure out what that means. Go grab your favorite cup of tea. Maybe it's Alice tea. Or your favorite beverage, favorite adult beverage, whatever floats your boat. And come back here. The band can't wait to interact with all of you, answer your questions, and this is going to be the perfect nightcap to your evening. So please grab your drink and come right back here. See you soon.
Keep
Hi.
What's up?
Hi, Alex. Hi.
Hi.
All right.
Michael.
Hey, Michael.
There he is.
Good evening.
Oh man, long time no see.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been so long.
Oh, Yolanda. Oh my God.
This is so great.
So good to see you.
Oh.
Yay.
You guys can hear
The
me,
first
right?
time.
And we
Yeah,
can
we
hear
can hear
you.
you.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Yay.
We're so glad y'all are here. Thank you.
So thank you guys for getting us to $100. That's freaking awesome.
Amazing. Thank you
Let's
so
see,
much.
Let's see. Thank you to Yolanda, Dark Falls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hey.
Smiling.
Y'all were amazing.
Oh, thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us. Yeah.
Thank you. You guys
Yeah.
were so great.
So good.
Yeah, you guys sounded amazing.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you so
it
much.
was awesome.
It was really fun.
I think everyone did really well tonight. Like,
Yeah.
The whole thing was awesome.
Yay.
Glad you guys liked.
Yeah,
Hooray.
it's funny because so Mike and Lena, we played with them in Texas, in San Antonio. They're from Austin. And so I was thinking, I was like, wait a second. I'm like, it'd be such a cool pairing to have you guys and them. You know, it felt like a really good mix. So yeah.
We wanted to have like the other two. We were trying to figure out if we could play with our other two bandmates, you know, play over in his garage or whatnot. But it was like they were just unavailable. But they're super stoked about trying to get more back into music and stuff too. So yeah.
That's awesome. Well, it's really cool that you guys did it as a duo. I feel like when you do it intimately that way, you can actually like hear the songs in a different way too.
Yeah.
So
Completely
yeah,
different. So
totally.
cool.
Totally. Yeah. But I mean, I like being able to hear all of the lyrics, you know, and like, cause I can totally hear that clearly through your mics and your setup for sure. I know for sure, like when we're set up, you know, we have like the two other people, it's like,
it's loud.
what are you saying? Yeah.
I know. I'm always happy if people can hear anything during our rock set. I'm like, oh, you heard the thing. So yeah.
Russ.
Yeah.
Russ, thanks for coming.
Good to be here. How y'all doing?
Good.
So happy to see you.
There we go.
Mark.
And there's Mark. This is so great, you guys.
He
Fans
took the
all
plunge
here.
down the rabbit hole.
Yes.
Hey, everybody.
Yay.
This is a little weird for me.
You'll get used to it. You'll get
All
used to
right.
it. Yeah.
Eventually,
Thanks for coming
you'll learn how to do it without a parachute.
Oh, duh.
Yeah, it gets pretty
I prefer
rough.
jumping without one, but it's okay.
Yeah, no strings attached.
No, because I set up my mom's a teacher, so when she was doing this, I set up her Zoom and stuff. So it's kind of weird for me to do it now. So, but yeah.
Well, we are all here to learn from your wisdom.
Yes, yes. Oh
Oh,
my
hey,
gosh. Oh,
wait.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Gordon, does this look kind of familiar?
Oh,
Gordon, where are you?
where's the Gordon?
I'm here.
Gordon's right there.
Look at it. Look at it.
Oh, you've got the bass. Look at that. That is
That's
so cool. You've got the bass.
I still have it. It's still hanging up on my bookshelf, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's so cool. I'm so glad you still have it.
What's the bass story? Somebody tell me the bass story.
Okay. Well, it was the Key Club, right?
Yeah, we were at the Key Club. I don't remember who we were playing with. Do you
Neither
remember
do
that?
I.
Young?
I
I don't
have
remember
no
who we were
idea.
playing with. We were at the Key Club though.
It was
really
a
cool.
long time ago.
Yeah.
I think we were playing fairly early. It was like kind of like an opening type slot.
It was with a cool band. I can't remember which one.
It was a cool band, but you don't know. It's
One of the cool ones.
Yeah, and I was
Yeah,
in
one
a
of the cool
period.
ones.
I was in a period in my life where I don't know if I got angry. I get angry a lot, and then because I had crappy basses, and they would always break, and so I would just buy crappier basses, cheaper basses because they were expensive. You know, you just got to buy in bulk, inexpensively. and so yeah. Normally, I would at least get to the end of the show before something would happen, and then I would throw it against a wall or whatever. But this time, it was literally the first song, the very first song. The bass came at the strap broke, and so the bass fell, and then the cable bent off inside the jack, and I couldn't get it out. So there was even no way of like just getting a new cable.
Yeah.
So the bass was completely rendered useless on the first song. So I just smashed it on the ground and then threw it out, kicked it out into the audience.
You have a guitar smashing story? That's awesome.
Oh, we have multiple. We have multiple. We went through a phase. We went through a phase. We've had some burning stories too.
All
but-
great rock and roll.
Oh, that's right.
Have a
Scott has the
smashing
burning
phase.
story.
We had a Lord of the Flies moment as a band. But yes, we we went through a phase. We haven't destroyed gear in a while. Like yeah.
That phase is gone and past.
Not everyone can afford to be Trent Reznor in this economy.
Yes, it's true.
Or Pete Townsend, for that matter.
Don't kick the crap out of your keys or anything like that. So.
Yeah.
And don't toss them to the audience either. So.
You just get mad, you flip it, and you're like, I'm out.
If I throw the bass at the audience this way, I'm gonna break Scott's camera.
Not break any camera.
Yeah. So
We need
I'm
that
not gonna,
camera
I'm not
for
gonna
our
do any
music
stage
video.
diving. I'm
Yeah.
gonna break my hips.
Leave that to Metal Moo.
Yeah,
Yes.
Metal Moo. He can stage dive. Well, I got the cutest picture of Metal Moo tonight. He was operating camera too. So we'll make sure to put it in the Mad Hatters because, yeah, Metal Moo was totally on
Excellent.
camera too tonight. Carl was running the other two.
Nice.
Metal Moo was running the camera too. It was great. I was so proud. I mean, really, it's his first time, like trying out.
That was some
being
fine acting.
behind the camera, you know. So Metal Moo got some camera experience today.
First time for everything.
Heckin' yeah.
We played a show with Gordon one time in I think it was Tennessee or something, and he broke his bass, and he literally he threw it over the entire crowd.
Good heavens.
He was like, who wants my bass? And he just spins around and around and around and just makes it fly. I mean, he could have probably killed someone, but
Yep.
no one died, and someone was happy that they got his broken bass. So.
There's broken basses around that people have from Gordon. Little pieces of Gordon.
I love hearing about this side of you. You know, like 2 weeks ago, it's like, oh, you know, we try to be really respectful with other equipment. And today it's like, oh yeah, I trashed the bass and threw it in the audience.
Yeah.
Hurt somebody.
Well, it's totally different when it's your own stuff.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's
true. It's true.
No, I'm not judging. I love it. I love hearing about this side.
Only sucks is it's someone else's and you just break it. No.
Oh yeah, no, then you're very much like, oh my stars.
I don't know how that got there.
Yeah, don't know. Wasn't me. I've never even been here.
I don't know how the neck came off.
Yeah.
I don't know them.
And those
I
are
found
not
it
my
like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever done the mic drop. I've never intentionally. I mean, if I've done the mic drop, it's because I'm clumsy, but I've never been like mic drop.
Well,
the mic drop.
I've
heard that wireless though,
No,
right?
no, Tosh, you gotta do that. Tosh out.
I can't see myself using a wireless mic. I just can't see it.
No.
No.
I started using it because the wire kept popping out for me. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got to a point where I was like, probably wireless. Wireless will keep that from happening.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and it's nice because you don't
Wireless
have
works.
tethers, and you're so active on stage. Like it's so great for you to have the wireless microphone. So you
Yeah.
just run all over Kingdom Come.
I'd
Just
probably
requires a little
Better that
more
way.
attention.
Yes.
Wireless set.
And it really sucks when you run out of batteries.
Yes.
I was just
And you need to be careful about the batteries. Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
And one at the Artifice, the KG and I were batting around ideas because it was getting obvious. I was getting bored on stage. And he goes, well, if you want to go to town, just go off, get one, tape it, and then you can swing it on stage. And I'm like, all right.
I don't think we've ever intentionally mic dropped. Tosh and I have both knocked our mics over. I got stuck on my microphone one time. Tosh had to come rescue me. We're in the middle of singing. We're rocking out. We had these glorious headdresses that, I mean, literally like feet wide around our heads.
It was a fancy show. We were playing a fancy show.
Was a picture of that on the Skeleton Key?
Yes, probably.
Yes,
It was a
probably.
masquerade ball. Yeah.
And
Pinkies out while you hold the mic. Yeah, absolutely.
and yeah, I just leaned over the wrong way, and part of my headdress got like stuck around the mic, and I'm like trying to sing and untangle myself and sing and untangle, and finally Tasha's like, "Let me help you," because I was just absolutely stuck.
One of the instructors, we
That's
were at
perfect.
a all faculty thing at the college I work at, and he did a mic drop. And all the AV guys went.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I was gonna say it if no one else did.
It just came apart.
Oh.
It landed on the ground and went.
Gosh.
It's like thanks.
No, that is a thing that happens.
You guys aren't gonna do an Axl Rose and just like just
I mean,
knock it out completely.
Maybe for April Fools, like we can do a parody.
That would be hilarious.
Yes, yes.
Oh, the shenanigans.
The shenanigans.
Shenaniganery.
Just don't put any holes in the wall.
Make no promises.
Or if you do, make sure it's not yours.
Right.
Oh. I don't know. If it's not mine, again, we treat it with
Yeah, I
reverence.
feel really badly if it's not ours.
Yes.
I may have rage and unchecked aggression on the stage, but I only trash my own stuff.
Yes.
Right?
Put a
Rage
hole through
against
Steve's wall.
my machine.
My
Make it
machine.
my particular item.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if Metal Moo does any if he does any like scratching of things and the Metal Moo show next week.
Yeah, I'm
It's
excited.
on a Wednesday, isn't it?
It's on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
It'll be our second to last show of the tour.
So excited.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the
man.
right voice.
Actually, no.
Is that
No,
It's gonna
yes,
end?
Metal Moo, but no, it's gonna end.
Is that show going to be livestock? I mean, live?
We're
Well
writing it
played, sir.
down.
Well
Write
played.
that one
Yes,
down.
yes.
The livestock live stream.
I
Or the
think
live stream livestock. No, it's a livestock live stream.
Yeah.
No chickens allowed.
Yeah.
No chicks allowed.
Put him on the chopping block.
Oh.
That'll be a tasty
Tri-tip.
experience.
Ah,
Oh boy.
where we're at, kids. This is where we're at.
Hey, no, this is great. You know, I don't have any beef with Metal Moo. Let's milk him for all the star power's got.
Oh, now that you're getting utterly
That's
ridiculous.
Get that face palm.
Oh man. My cheeks hurt.
It does.
I need more alcohol.
I do not.
Oh,
Not bad.
Don't utter another word.
Oh.
Boy.
Ooh.
Moo. Oh my god, you guys.
Instead of
Oh,
us
God.
squatting, we'll be mooing him instead.
Move on. Move right on. Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. Little
so
horn.
we
Little
have
horn.
we have a petition from Dead Rabbit Carpool to make Metal Moo the sixth member of the band.
I thought he kind of already
sign
was.
He
Well,
kind of
Carl
already
signed the
is
contract a few
secret
days
sixth
ago.
member.
Oh yeah.
Band member. So Metal Moo would be 7.
Yeah, Carl and Calamari is 8. So now
yeah.
we have a growing family.
We're an octet.
Yes, we are an octet.
And Michael just volunteered.
Yes. Do you volunteer
Now
as
you're a
tribute,
non-head.
Michael?
Watch out. You'll get voluntold.
Voluntold. Er,
Alex just disappears. Oh.
So
I've had that
Christian,
happen enough at work.
Christiana, are you guys going to be putting out any new music in the next period of time?
I don't think so. I think so. The two of us do want to come out with maybe like an album or so, like just us two, like a duo team. Probably some like softer tracks that aren't like
More electronic.
Yeah, more electronica, less the standard 4-piece or 5-piece band, just to try it out. But that's not going to be for a while because we still have to get used to like the new gear.
I've made the cheesiest electronic tracks.
Yay! We're just like preset, press the button, and then
I love it. I love cheese.
A way of life.
Yes.
I feel like we've gone so far down into like this kind of rabbit hole of electronic music. We've forgotten the cheese. Bring the cheese back.
Cheese are we trying to bring back though?
Well, it's like at least when I think about it, I'm thinking about like those like late 80s, early 90s.
I love that.
Where if there was a sample, it had to sound like it was pulled out of a sci-fi show, like activate, activate, activate. Like that's what I think of. But regardless, I mean, that's awesome. Good luck with that.
Thank you very much.
We'll just make multiple covers of the Ferris Bueller song.
Yeah.
Some lessons from Devo.
For the Benny Hill.
Some Dead or Alive in there. Yeah.
There you go.
So good.
You spin me around.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that'll be a good cover.
Right round, baby. Right round.
Right round, left round, whatever.
Yeah.
It's all
8-bit version.
Yeah.
It's all relative.
Peter is spinning us right round right now.
Really?
I never get tired of that.
Never dull moment.
Nope. Nope.
Watch out.
I see you.
I see you too. Hello.
Pinch your head. Pinch your head.
Wow.
There's something on the
This is
screen.
what it's like, huh?
Yeah.
Are we doing hand puppets now?
What's going on here?
Hello.
I should have done this sooner.
Yeah, it's the most fun.
Stop touching me.
Kind of fun you like to have on
So this is called social distance touching?
Yes, it is. This is how that works.
Don't worry, this won't hurt a bit.
I feel like going to ET.
Ouch.
I feel like we're all gonna look back on this like in however time it takes for all this to blow down and just be like, wow, we lost our collective minds.
Yes. Goodbye.
I'm going to do that
We'll wind
tomorrow.
up at the same retirement
I'll
home
watch
and we
this
pull
tomorrow
up,
and I'll
pull up
go. I lost-
whatever
we lost
YouTube
our
is and we
collective
see
minds.
this.
Yeah, so great. We'll all be there. We'll all be like, well, we'll play a little ping pong and
Ping pong. Shuffleboard.
Yeah, who doesn't love shuffleboard?
Darts. Wait, that could be bad.
No darts.
Lawn darts.
There we go.
They call them jarts.
Couple
I was fun with those.
Mark,
And
what
no
are
one
the
got killed.
beautiful paintings behind you?
These?
Yes. You know
Oh,
what? So often you have pictures behind you, and I never say, Mark, what are those pictures?
They are from my favorite photographer.
They're beautiful.
That would be me.
Nice. You should be your own
That's
favorite.
gorgeous.
That's
That's my stuff. That's mine. But don't worry about that.
That's the kind of
They're
confidence
beautiful. I
you
have
have
noticed
to
them.
respect.
Yeah, you gotta love that.
That is beautiful.
Oh, thank you. That's how I met Christiana many years ago. She was modeling for me when I was doing the whole model shoot thing. So this is part of that world, and that's why I put it up there for this leg of the tour.
Oh, so cool.
I don't even remember how many times we were together. There is numerous times. Numerous.
Yeah, because we did like stuff in 2009. I know we got that cover of The Sinner when you were the zombie thing that we did at night. We actually did the blood thing a couple times. I remember.
I don't know if this is in reference to it, but I need it. I'm hearing blood. I'm still coming to grips with the fact that Halloween might be canceled. Like I need it.
No, it's not getting canceled.
But Halloween is all about the mask.
Woo. Okay,
No,
you know,
Halloween's
you
not
guys
gonna
right.
get Russ.
Halloween will never die.
Exactly. That's right. Whole new pumpkin head.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh, Russ is
Yo,
gonna be
bucket
so
head.
happy.
Yay.
No, there's still gonna be Halloween, and there's a full flipping moon on Halloween. It's gonna be an amazing night. Even if we all just have to stay inside and hang out with each other on the Zooms, or with ourselves, or with our little dog. You know?
We don't have to be alone. You can
Well, my dog's not little.
Or your big dog. Or your pussycat.
Starting to get
So,
ideas.
no treats. So they would have to all be tricks.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
If you don't have friends, you can just summon your own. Hold on.
It's so true. You can totally
Well,
send
if you're a
them.
necromancer, you can make your own friends.
Oh, this is true.
You can just hang out with people you miss.
Woo.
I'm glad that's on that side of the camera.
Tequila? Is that the last
Remember, this is back
5 letters of tequila?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here you go, buddy. Here you
I
go.
was just gonna say, bring out the Ouija board.
Tequila helps you see things too, if you know what I mean.
Everybody's got their Ouija boards going on tonight.
I wouldn't mess with that stuff. That's all I'm saying.
No. I draw the line there. Like,
Oh, doggo. Oh, doggo.
Hey, doggo.
Oh,
Doggo.
cutie pie.
Been barking for
That's a cute dog.
Oh, there's two
Oh,
of
look,
them.
twinsies.
Oh, snap.
oh, I can't have a life right now.
This was the one that was like
The
kind
cameo.
of they did the cameo during
Oh,
the show.
yeah, total waggle britches there. That was so great.
That was so cute.
Oh, thank you.
Oh wow. Are those two beagles?
They are
Yeah,
two
yeah.
beagles.
They're
Yeah.
Pretty. What are
Eagle
their
squared.
This one is this one's Luca and that one's Zora. And they're
Oh.
named after
How can you tell?
video game characters.
Everyone's like,
Are you
same
sure?
dog. You just copy pasted the same dog.
No, I
No,
they look different in real life.
They look very different.
They're so
The eyes.
beautiful.
One
Their
has
little-
brown over the eyes, one doesn't.
Their little faces. Oh,
Yeah, I used to not like be huge on beagles. Like I didn't dislike them, but like I was, big on golden retrievers until I met some in real life. And then I was like, wow, these are just like perfect little babies.
such
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're just super
Growing up, we always had dogs in our family, and they were always mutts of some sort with some percentage of beagle. So yeah, beagles are great.
they're so good. They're such great dogs.
Yeah. Oh.
Dogs are so good.
I know.
Oh no.
And dog down, dog down.
Dog down. Yeah.
Dog Don, I'm actually going to go down because I'm going to sleep.
Well,
I figured
have
I'd
a
stop and
good
say hi to you guys.
Oh, it's so good to see
Good night.
you.
Thanks for checking in.
Congrats on the new
I've
place.
been way too busy. Obviously, lots of work.
Yeah.
Obviously, I mentioned in the chat room I'm actually in the process of moving to a bigger house.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
So after
Hey,
living
and-
45 years in this house, I think it's time to move on.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Happy moving.
Yeah.
Thank
Is it
him for
this-
that donation, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
not a problem.
Yeah.
So much. You're so
Let's just say
helpful.
I'm doing exceptionally well on eBay, so I think we're
Nice.
good.
Well,
Hi,
thank
Sarah.
you. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
It's- we're-
thank
you're-
you.
You've always been so supportive, and we're super grateful for that.
Mhm.
Do what I can.
Yeah. Yeah.
Heckin'
It was
yeah.
nice seeing you.
heckin' yeah.
All
Yeah,
right,
good
you
to
guys
see
all
you.
stay safe. I will still listen in until I can. But anything changes, let me know.
We will.
Woo-hoo!
We
Thank
will.
you.
Yes.
Till then,
Night, sweet dreams.
Good night.
always. Night.
I
I'm
like
gonna
you,
check
Dan.
out too. Good night, y'all.
Oh, good night. Thank you for being here. Thanks for
so
hanging
good to
out
see
with us.
you.
Yeah, I know. Right?
know.
Everybody's like, well, I guess we're tired on a Wednesday, so
It's Wednesday.
yeah, I know it's so weird.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know, but I think I named all those days.
I'm off for the rest of the week, so I'm good.
Oh, that's nice.
That's rad.
You. Yeah.
I've got
The
a 3-day
days
weekend
nice.
coming up
together.
on the 14th.
And then next week I start working 5 days a week again.
Yep.
Do you still get to do a mixed schedule, like from home and the
Yeah.
office? Or okay.
Yeah, so Monday and Thursday I work at the college, and all the other days are going to be at home.
Gotcha.
Which
Gotcha.
sucks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I actually had to go into the office today. The cables failed.
Whoa.
Yeah, look, yeah, place. Well, I'm not gonna say it, but
Not the
they basically
cables.
say, "Here's your cables. Get out." I'm like, "All right."
Yep. You're like, that's good enough for me.
It was weird though, seeing the place set up like that. Though, it used to look all nice and welcoming for new applicants and everything. Now there was just monitor parts, you name it, everywhere.
Wow.
Like for rapid access, that people we could get equipment, get it, get out. That's it.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
This is a dystopian time we are navigating through.
Absolutely.
I walked outside and saw a guy with a pink mohawk and leather riding a gang of motorbikes down the street chasing people. So,
Oh, well, you're lucky. My feet got burned by a squirrel.
Burned? You got burned by a squirrel? Did it have a flamethrower?
Yes.
Ah, there we go.
I thought my Mad Max vision was horrifying.
I get to send him the flamethrower.
Keep me away from that.
Yeah, I'll send it to Russ.
And then follow that with the sharks I sent you.
Okay.
I don't mess with squirrels.
No, they mean it. Squirrels mean it.
Too many of those.
Send it to him.
Did you know that squirrels essentially cannot die from heights? As long as oxygen, you could drop them essentially from orbit and they would probably survive. I'm serious about this.
That was cats.
Do they bounce?
No, cats definitely not. Cats can die from heights. No,
they bounce.
Well, I don't know.
They do two things. First of all, they can make their air resistance so high that like they never fall at fatal speeds.
Okay.
And secondly, they have ways of like organizing and sort of changing the kinetic energy when they're about to hit, that they minimize it to absurd amount.
Wow.
Video on it. Squirrels are immune to fall damage.
That's amazing because I am not.
Well, I know
Not
I'm
either.
rolling up in another
Like I
game.
would really love to have that particular skill, like if I just make myself really big on the way down and everything will be fine. Like, oh, that sounds great.
Oh my god. It'll be funny after you said that we just heard Steve chime in and be like, yep.
Yep.
There goes that hospital
She is
bill.
definitely not immune to fall damage.
I'm sure that Steve would love that. Oh, my stars.
I am glad he is there to patch you up.
And the older you get, the more fall damage you take.
Oh. Well, good thing I'm aging backwards. That's my plan, y'all.
Good.
I have plans on making it to at least 120, so.
Nice.
Pretty rad, yeah. And totally achievable. Like, it is not out of the question for our lifetime.
Well, I heard somewhere that the human body is originally designed to go up to 200 years, but external factors, stress, cigarette smoke, alcohol, yada, 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 cuts it down. So
I think that makes sense. I mean, we work so hard to hurt ourselves.
Well, especially with the LA smog. Ugh.
Good heavens, yes. And the fires right now, like out of control.
I was really enjoying March and April with the clean air.
Yeah, that was pretty rad.
And there was no traffic. I was enjoying that part. That was nice.
somebody took a good picture of the moon, but it wound up being the Death Star. I gotta share that.
Yeah, you do.
The only thing I didn't like was that I live near the freeway. So since there was no people on the freeway, everybody would speed, and I heard crash after crash. It was not pretty. That's the only thing
I've noticed the surprising number of crashes despite the less populated roads. That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, right? Like, and now that people are starting to really drive again, crashes all the time. Oh, it's like everybody forgot how to drive.
It's true.
Like, I understand that I forgot how to drive, but that happens to me all the time. Like, I
Socially distance your bumpers.
Yeah, oh, true. And you know what's hilarious about that is I think about that. I'm like, oh, I'm too close to that car. And I'm like, no, the car is not going to get COVID, lady. Like, it's okay.
I feel like a self-propelled, self-guided pinball.
Sometimes, yes.
This is why I don't want to drive.
Oh, you're lucky. You're in a city with good public transportation.
I am.
Yeah.
People look at me like I'm crazy when I say I just have no interest in driving, but right now I just don't.
No, I don't blame
function
you.
without it.
No,
Yeah.
it's fine. If you can get around without
Terrifying.
it, don't. Yeah.
If you know the routes and everything, you can get away with this city without a car.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
We
I
have
could
a
see
very
that.
the system here is pretty good. I bought my car just as they upgraded their buses. Plus, with
Depends on the
schedule-
city.
Yeah.
Vegas.
Does depend on this. Oh,
We have a pretty good
Vegas
system,
without a
and but my schedule was moving beyond the flexibility of what the buses were capable of. So at that point, I'm like, all right, I need to get a vehicle,
Mm-hmm.
and I still got that sucker.
yeah, no, it's I really don't really like how integral driving is to sort of our both economic and social culture here in the U.S. I
Yeah.
really wish we changed it up, but
Especially here in LA.
oh my God, I'm so sorry for you.
Well, I don't know if it was our governor or yours, but one of us just approved one end of a high-speed rail.
Ooh, that's fun.
I think it was us.
I think I mean a high-speed rail would be amazing. We don't have a lot of that here in LA. LA is kind of notorious for having horrendous public transportation, but I do love the train, like to San Diego or to Central California, because it goes right on the coast. It's so beautiful. There's
I've
no
heard that.
Wi-Fi. There's no Wi-Fi. Like the first time I took the train, I was like, "What do you mean there's no Wi-Fi? I can't work." And then it was like, "Oh, there's no Wi-Fi. I can't work." It was amazing to just watch the ocean and yeah.
You guys don't have subways but there by any chance, or is that an impossibility?
There's
There's a
one in
metro.
Hollywood. There's one subway in Hollywood. But I
But
think
it goes to different places. Like
Yeah.
there's certain places that the metro goes in LA.
Yeah.
So I mean, and then you have to find the station, and it goes to like the main, like Central Station is like where like the I guess it's like a center of where the train is.
Mhm.
Like you have the train, and then you have the Hollywood Station where the metro like kind of bases itself in there in downtown LA, and then it goes off into like the south side over by Exposition Park,
Mhm.
and then they just had one here in East LA, the Gold Line, and then it's just you got to know which line to take and where, and it's not really good. So I mean,
it's tough.
You rely on your car a lot here, so it sucks.
I was a kid in Manhattan, so the subways, it's amazing. You can get anywhere and in no time. It's so fantastic, you know? And so coming out here and learning a different system, I'm like, nope, car.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I know we have a strip-only monorail, but I want to see that thing citywide.
Oh, that'd be so great. Yeah. Like an L, like in Chicago, how you can get anywhere on the L. It's so fantastic. Love it.
I like that. A positive connotation of taking the L. I like it.
I dig the L. I mean, but I also love the train. So, you know, I guess I don't mind it one
What's
bit.
the route that goes from? It's one of the southern cities in California all the way up to the edge of Oregon, I think.
That's the Pacific Coastliner,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I want to do that one day.
Oops.
Yeah, that would be
There's like this incredible wine and cheese train that I've been
What?
wanting. Yeah, there's a
Ooh.
wine
I've
and
heard of
cheese.
that.
There's a
I've heard
wine
of
and
that.
cheese train. There
I'm
is. It's just like
crawling through
Seed.
the computer to learn about this.
I heard it. I learned about it from like from AAA.
Uh-huh.
They have a whole package where you just take a wine and cheese train up the whole coast up north, and
Oh yeah.
I've been wanting to do that.
That just sounds delightful.
If you, Sasha, if you get any closer to the camera, you're gonna fall through that and come into my screen,
Wait,
and I'm
if
gonna
I
have to drag
can
you back to
go
LA.
through this screen and get cheese, I'm going through it. Like there's nothing quite as rad as cheese. So, and with that, that was the tea time timer, my darlings. So thank you for tonight. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for sharing my cheesy moment. This was delightful. I'm so grateful
Look
for
into
y'all.
the wine and cheese tour.
Definitely gonna look into that wine and cheese train because that just sounds like heaven. Writing it down right now. Y'all have a beautiful night and thank you. We'll see
Yes, so good to see you guys.
Later,
Good
y'all.
night.
Night, everybody. See you
Good
later.
night.
Good night.
Peace out, everybody.